Board slotting is one of the least invasive ways of rehinging detached boards, the most common point where books fail. Chris Clarkson pioneered a board slotting machine in the late 70s, and until now there was no machine commercially available on the US market that was affordable. Peachey board slotter is the first machine commercially available in the US that will do this. Essentially, board slotting cuts a very tiny slot in the edge of the board in which you can insert your hinging material to get the boards reattached. This machine comes with 4 different size blades ranging from 10 to 50 thousandths of an inch thick. This is the edge of the board, this is the slot. It's very important that the slot go to the center of the board in a proper angle to get the bookboard functioning properly. Slot doesn't need to be very deep. This is about 3/16 of an inch, but you can see it enters right millimeter to below the top of the board and goes right to the center of the board. Although the principle is simple of board slotting, it takes a very accurate machine to get an accurate cut. This machine is calibrated within about 5 thousandths of an inch thick. This knob raises and lowers the blade. It's calibrated in thousandths of an inch. One full turn raises or lowers it 50 thousandths of an inch. This is the controller for the motor. It's a half horsepower motor, variable speed from 70 to 2800 RPMs. This is the on-off switch. This controls the speed. Generally, about a third of the way up is appropriate for slotting a board. If it's too fast, there's a chance of actually overheating and burning the board. The board gets clamped between this aluminum bar on this carriage. The carriage, you can adjust the pitch of it by loosening 2 hex head Allen bolts. It'll range from 0 to 20 degrees. Generally, most boards I find slot between 10 and 15 degrees. Again, you just want the slot to end up basically in the middle of the board. The carriage moves back and forth on this small knob. Again, it's calibrated in 50 thousandths of an inch. I usually align the blade with the edge of the board and then crank this 3 times, which gives you a depth of 150 thousandths of an inch, which is roughly 3/16 of, and seems adequate for most book boards. Something larger, you might want to cut a little deeper. The carriage moves sideways by using this controller. Again, it's variable speed to prevent burning. It can move very slow or fairly fast.